Imagine a place where hope has been tested for decades, where every step forward feels like a miracle. And yet the people keep dreaming of a better tomorrow. Today we explore a vision that could change the course of history for Gaza. A plan built not on blame, but on action, cooperation, and opportunity. Stay with me because understanding this could reshape how we think about peace, progress, and the power of possibility itself. The 2025 Peace Vision represents a structured attempt to address the decades-long conflict between Israel and Palestine, with a particular focus on the Gaza Strip. At its core, the plan seeks to provide a comprehensive framework that balances political, economic, and security concerns. Unlike previous proposals that often centered on assigning blame, this vision emphasizes actionable steps that could reduce hostilities and create conditions for long-term stability. It aims to approach the conflict pragmatically, recognizing the complexities of historical grievances, territorial disputes, and governance challenges. The vision acknowledges the unique situation of Gaza, where high population density, limited infrastructure, and restricted access to resources have contributed to humanitarian challenges. By framing the peace process around practical solutions rather than ideological confrontations, it attempts to foster dialogue between the parties involved, while also involving international actors as mediators and supporters. The plan includes potential mechanisms for territorial compromise, which are designed to balance the security concerns of Israel with the political and economic aspirations of Palestinian authorities. It proposes a phased approach where confidence-building measures are implemented first, creating a foundation for more substantial agreements over time. This method recognizes that immediate sweeping changes are unlikely to succeed in such a highly sensitive and complex environment. Furthermore, the vision places emphasis on institutional reforms, governance improvements, and the strengthening of local authorities. These measures are intended to increase the capacity of Palestinian governance structures in Gaza to manage resources, deliver public services, and engage in constructive dialogue with neighboring regions. By integrating economic incentives, security cooperation, and governance support, the plan seeks to create a more conducive environment for peace talks. Importantly, the proposal highlights the necessity of international support not as a replacement for local initiatives, but as a stabilizing factor that can provide technical assistance, monitoring, and financial backing. In this sense, the 2025 vision is both comprehensive and cautious, aiming to address immediate humanitarian and security needs while also laying the groundwork for sustainable political solutions. It is positioned as a turning point because it attempts to move beyond cycles of retaliation and short-term negotiations, advocating for a structured, multilateral approach that prioritizes stability, cooperation, and measurable progress in Gaza and the wider region. A significant aspect of the 2025 Peace Vision focuses on economic initiatives aimed at transforming Gaza's long-standing humanitarian and developmental challenges. The region has faced decades of limited access to essential resources, high unemployment rates, and restricted movement of goods and people, all of which have contributed to persistent economic stagnation. Recognizing this, the vision emphasizes a practical approach to economic development as a foundational element for lasting peace. It proposes a range of initiatives designed to create jobs, stimulate investment, and improve infrastructure. This includes building essential utilities such as electricity, water, and healthcare facilities, which are crucial for improving living standards and fostering social stability. The plan also envisions enhancing trade opportunities by easing restrictions on the movement of goods while ensuring that security measures are in place, creating a balance between economic freedom and regional safety. Additionally, the vision highlights the importance of fostering private sector growth and entrepreneurship within Gaza. By encouraging local businesses and providing support for small and medium enterprises, it aims to create a sustainable economic ecosystem that can operate independently of external aid over time. International investment and partnerships are also key components intended not only to provide immediate funding for infrastructure projects, but to bring expertise, technology, and long-term development strategies into the region. It is viewed as more than a material goal. It is framed as a catalyst for social cohesion and political stability. By improving livelihoods and reducing poverty, the vision seeks to address some of the underlying tensions that contribute to conflict, offering an alternative path to cycles of unrest. Importantly, the plan stresses that economic initiatives should complement governance reforms and security arrangements, creating a holistic approach where progress in one area reinforces success in others. The approach is phased and measured, acknowledging that quick fixes are unlikely to produce durable outcomes. By combining immediate improvements with long-term structural changes, the 2025 vision positions economic development as both a humanitarian imperative and a strategic tool for fostering trust and cooperation between parties in Gaza and neighboring regions. Through careful planning and multilateral support, these initiatives aim to provide a foundation for sustainable prosperity that could ultimately serve as a turning point in the region's complex and protracted conflict. Security and political arrangements form a central pillar of the 2025 peace vision, recognizing that sustainable progress in Gaza depends on both stability and mutual trust between parties. The region has experienced recurring cycles of conflict, driven by disputes over territory, governance, and the movement of people and goods. To address these challenges, the vision proposes a structured framework for security cooperation that involves multiple stakeholders, including local authorities and international actors. This framework is designed to prevent escalations, protect civilian populations, and create predictable conditions for daily life while respecting the sovereignty and security concerns of all involved parties. The plan outlines mechanisms for monitoring borders, controlling the movement of weapons, and ensuring compliance with agreed upon rules, which are intended to reduce the likelihood of sudden outbreaks of violence. At the same time, it emphasizes the importance of political confidence building measures. These include phased implementation of agreements, transparent communication channels between negotiating parties, and the establishment of joint committees to manage disputes and oversee security coordination. By promoting incremental progress rather than demanding immediate sweeping concessions, the vision aims to create a sense of shared responsibility and accountability. Additionally, the proposal recognizes the role of governance reforms in enhancing security, strengthening the capacity of Palestinian authorities to enforce law and order, manage public services, and engage constructively with neighboring regions is seen as critical for maintaining stability and reducing the appeal of armed resistance. International actors are positioned as facilitators, providing technical assistance, monitoring compliance, and supporting dispute resolution when necessary. The vision avoids punitive measures, instead focusing on collaborative solutions that incentivize adherence to agreements. By linking security arrangements with economic and social initiatives, the plan underscores that stability cannot be achieved through military means alone. It must be reinforced by improved living conditions, employment opportunities, and access to basic services. The overall strategy is pragmatic, seeking to address immediate risks while laying the groundwork for longer-term political and social integration. Through careful design and multilateral engagement, these security and political arrangements are intended to create a more predictable and safe environment in Gaza, fostering conditions under which dialogue, cooperation, and development can take root and be sustained over time. The role of international actors and diplomatic engagement is a crucial dimension of the 2025 peace vision, recognizing that sustainable progress in Gaza requires support beyond local efforts. The region has long been affected by external influences, both positive and negative, and the plan emphasizes the constructive involvement of global and regional powers to facilitate dialogue, provide technical assistance, and ensure that agreements are implemented effectively. International participation is framed not as an imposition, but as a stabilizing factor that complements the initiatives led by local authorities. This includes monitoring compliance with the security arrangements, supporting infrastructure and development projects, and helping coordinate humanitarian aid to ensure it reaches those in need efficiently and transparently. Diplomatic engagement is also intended to build trust between the parties involved, serving as a neutral platform for negotiation and conflict resolution. By providing oversight, mediation, and advisory support, international actors can reduce the risks of miscommunication, misunderstandings, or unilateral actions that could derail progress. The vision stresses multilateral collaboration, drawing on the expertise and experience of organizations and states that have previously contributed to peace building, economic development, and post-conflict reconstruction. Furthermore, the plan highlights the importance of financial and technical support for economic and social projects, recognizing that investments in infrastructure, education, and healthcare can create tangible improvements in daily life, which in turn reinforce the political and security framework. International engagement is also positioned as a way to ensure accountability, where agreements are verifiable and transparent, allowing both parties and the wider global community to track progress and address challenges promptly. By linking diplomatic facilitation with economic development, governance, reforms, and security cooperation, the vision presents a holistic approach in which international actors act as partners rather than controllers. This involvement is designed to create an environment in which local authorities can implement reforms, manage resources, and engage constructively with neighboring regions, while also providing reassurance to external stakeholders concerned with regional stability. The vision underscores that sustainable peace in Gaza depends on coordinated efforts that bridge local initiatives with international support, fostering confidence, credibility, and long-term cooperation. By integrating diplomacy, investment, and multilateral monitoring into the broader strategy, the plan seeks to establish a durable foundation for dialogue, economic growth, and social stability in a region that has long faced cycles of conflict and humanitarian challenges. In conclusion, the 2025 Peace Vision represents more than a plan on paper. It is an opportunity to rethink approaches to long-standing challenges in Gaza. By combining economic development, security cooperation, governance reforms, and international engagement, it seeks to create a foundation for stability, trust, and sustainable progress. While the path ahead remains complex, this framework highlights the importance of dialogue, collaboration, and practical solutions over blame or confrontation. It reminds us that even in the most challenging circumstances, carefully designed strategies and collective commitment can open new avenues for peace and prosperity. Thank you for your attention and openness to exploring these possibilities. May we all continue to support efforts that bring stability and hope to communities striving for a better future. Wishing you the very best as we watch these developments unfold and work toward understanding, cooperation, and lasting peace.